victory over Schalke is the highlight of the season for every die-hard Dortmund fan, and Jürgen Klopp's men duly obliged. But the switch away from counter-attacking football in 2013 proved a tough one, even with the aid of the league's top scorer.
The biggest step we had to take was the move towards a more possession-based style, how to adapt properly to seeing much more of the ball and use it to our best advantage.
The swift breakaways characteristic of Dortmund's game under Klopp were becoming ever less frequent. Henrik Mkhitaryan was at the heart of one of the best, with Jakub Blaszczykowski finishing the job. Klopp loves this kind of football.
How far and for how long can the lads keep running? How often can they sprint flat out? How quickly can they recover? How well can they maintain their focus? There's been a huge change there over the past few years.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Marco Reus and Robert Lewandowski. Dortmund's power football was still delivering results even after Mario Götze's high-profile departure to Bayern. That was down above all to the excellent working relationship between Chief Executive Hans-Joachim Watzke, Sporting Director Zorc and Head Coach Jürgen Klopp.
What you can say is that the everyday, rather hectic world of the media, which invariably makes a certain impact on this or any club, but it's something that we've never allowed to affect our own decision-making process in any way.
Coach, assistants and management, the longest-serving unit in the league.
We like this combination of being on the same wavelength. Friendships may be too big a word, but it's a very good, trusting relationship paired with professional competence.
Healthy debate helps as well.
Believe me, it's certainly the case that we can have some very heated discussions. Thankfully, there's no one else listening in. But in the end, it's all been smoothed over again. That's the decisive point.
3 men, 1 direction.
It's a 3-strong electorate that's delivered a lot of 2-1 decisions, and the one who has outvoted has never had a strop about it. Instead, you think, okay, if the other 2 see it that way, it's probably right. You don't have to be similar to work well together.
Zorc, born in Dortmund, the club's record player in the Bundesliga. Klopp, the coach who wears his heart on his sleeve, and Watzke, the boss.
When you've got 3 basically like-minded people, it tends to produce a kind of echo effect, or the reverse, whereas we complement each other quite well.
Dortmund eventually had to settle for the runners-up spot again. Grounds enough for Klopp and his team to take the plaudits at the end of an injury-blighted campaign. And there was the consolation of a 3-0 win at champions Bayern.
If your counter-pressing goes askew, you're left with a lot of players fairly high up the pitch in a situation where they've just failed to win the ball. That means you don't have all too many players still behind the ball, and obviously that comes with a risk attached. But it's one we're willing to take.
Once again, Dortmund had safely booked their place in the Champions League. Mario Götze's first return visit to the ground where he rose to prominence under Klopp was not, however, one the home fans or defence will want to remember. Bayern ran out 3-0 winners.
It's been said often enough, and it's true. Your attack wins you games, the defence wins you titles. Conceding too many goals isn't just bad in terms of results, it eats away at your self-confidence as well.
Jürgen Klopp's 6th season at Dortmund served up its own share of drama and success. But the imminent departure from Munich of top scorer Robert Lewandowski cast the first serious shadow over an era so far bathed in brilliant yellow.